Ugh. Look how soaked.
So that happened. But it's okay because I got an amazing cream out of it.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
So disasters can lead to big wins. Here's how I did it. Look at how dry my skin is. This is psoriasis for those who are wondering what the heck is going on with my skin. I haven't put any cream on it yet, which is why it looks extra dry. But usually I use this body cream that I've made. It has chrysanthemum extract in it. It has allantoin in it. But lately I've been wanting just a little bit more. So that is what I'm going to try to do today. And I've heard that borage oil is excellent for moisture. Excuse me, I'm trying to film a video here. Borage oil not only helps retain your skin's natural moisture, but it also helps repair it too, which means it's great for skin conditions like psoriasis. Not that it heals psoriasis, let me be clear, but it really helps soothe the extreme dryness that comes with psoriasis. And it also helps reduce redness and inflammation. Since these guys can get pink and inflamed, I'm all about reducing that, if I can, with borage oil. So I formulated a recipe that will hopefully help with the extreme dryness and what it's doing to my skin. Let me show you how I do it. So here it is. All of the ingredients I need to make my borage cream. To make this cream, we have 3 different phases. We have a water phase that includes all of our waters and also the ingredients that are water soluble but aren't heat sensitive. Next up, we have our oil phase, and obviously this includes all of my oils, but it also includes ingredients that we need to melt down that aren't water soluble, like our emulsifiers. I'm gonna be using Sepimax Zen for the first time, and Sepimax Zen thickens lotions and gives them a really nice, luxurious consistency. And last but not least, we have our cool down phase, which is full of our ingredients that are heat sensitive. We're going to be adding those at the very end after our lotion has cooled down to the point where it's not going to mess up the ingredients' stability. The stability of the ingredients. Okay, enough talking, let's start.
Ugh. Clean up, aisle 7. Look how soaked. Oh my gosh.
So I just spilled some rose water everywhere. At least the studio smells good. So those 2 phases have to heat up to about 160 degrees to 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna hold them at that heat for a little bit. And once they're both at that temperature, then I can combine them together. It's been over an hour. Let's see how these guys are doing. Oh, nice and melted. So let's see the temperature of everything. Ooh, 161, good, good. 175, oh, sorry for the blur. I know for the water phase, some water has evaporated from that glass. So I'm going to re-add that water if I can get my gloves on. I'm gonna heat this up in the microwave for about 30 seconds. I actually heated this up for a bit longer because I need it to be quite warm so that it's almost the same temperature as my water phase. What I didn't mention before is that I measured how much this all weighs, the glass container with the water phase ingredients in it. So I can see how much water has evaporated. From the original weight of 1,313, we are now down to 1,249. So we're gonna get that back up to 1,313 grams. So this is at 172, which is perfect to combine with my oil phase. And my oil phase is right here. Before I combine them together, I'm gonna add my Sepimax Zen to this oil. And we're just going to stir that in so that it's fully incorporated in with the oils. gonna look a little clumpy, a little cloudy. That's okay. Just want to get that suspended somewhat before we combine this oil phase with the water phase. So after stick blending for about 2 minutes, I hand stir this cream for another 10, and you can see it's already starting to solidify on me. What I'm gonna do now is add my cool down ingredients because I temped it and we are at 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which means the cream is now smooth enough to add my cool down ingredients. I'm just gonna make a little well and pour it right in there. And in my cool down ingredients, I have my preservative in there. What else do I have in there? I forget now. I have green tea extract. I have more ingredients that have anti-inflammatory properties. And I'm just gonna stir it all together. And I'm gonna need this cream to solidify a little bit longer before I jar it. And it'll get a little bit thicker than this, but already the consistency is looking really good. Usually when the lotion gets down to room temperature, that's probably the consistency you're going to end up with. So I'm just gonna let this cool down for just a little bit longer. It smells interesting, and I'm pretty sure that's the borage oil because I sniffed it before I poured it into my oil phase ingredients, and it definitely had a strange smell. And the oil that I have is definitely not rancid, so it's not that, but borage oil is known to not smell the greatest. And as tempted as I am to put fragrance oils in this cream, I do plan on using it on my face a little bit, as well as my really, really dry patches. And fragrance oils on your face isn't really a great idea. Whether you're sensitive or not, the skin on your face is so different from the skin on the rest of your body. I'll be jarring these in small pots, like 2-ounce pots. I do consider it a luxury cream. Borage and rosehip oil are pretty expensive, as well as green tea extract. So it's not really an everyday cream, it's for my really dry patches. So I think we've arrived to our final consistency, and oh my gosh, look how gorgeous this is. It is so smooth. It's very light. It's definitely not a body butter, and I can't wait to try it out. I'm gonna put this into some jars and maybe test out a little bit. So I managed to get 4 full 2-ounce jars, and I have about a half for me to test. So to test it out, I'm just gonna stick my finger in the pot, and it feels very, very light, like almost like a body yogurt. Just gonna smooth it over my skin, rub it in. This feels so hydrating, but so light at the same time. It absorbed in my arm almost immediately, and it spread so smoothly. It definitely feels like a luxury cream. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So it is the next day, and I wanted to show you the consistency of the cream. This is my little jar that I made for myself, and you can see that it is it's like a gel lotion type of consistency, and it feels very light. And that's what it looks like on my finger there. And I'm gonna use it on my worst psoriasis patch over here. I don't have any lotion on this guy yet. I'm gonna smooth it over it like that. And this cream absorbs pretty fast. It feels really soothing as well as hydrating. It really feels incredible. I love it. The smell is interesting. It's not a bad smell, and if you make this cream for your body, you can definitely add some fragrance oils or essential oils to mask that. But because I might use this on my face for some extra hydration at some point, I didn't do that. Just something to think about if you work with borage oil. The scent it might throw you off a bit. Hey Gibbs. Hey, what you doing?
I got some bad news.
What?
We can't do the cabbage rolls today.
Why not?
Because I'm looking at the directions, and you have to freeze the cabbage beforehand.
No!
Yeah.
That's not good. Today's supposed to be chicken wing day.
Oh, today's chicken wing?
Yeah.
No, we switched it up, though, because
Why?
we have some ground beef that we need to use. So we moved it up, but I still think the ground beef will be good tomorrow. So we just need to freeze the cabbage.
I know you think we're changing it up, but I really think this was the original plan.
Was it the original plan?
I think so.
All right.
Kayla and I have been trying to insert some healthy habits for 2023. One of them being logging what we eat for dinner or what we're going to be cooking for dinner every day, and planning that has saved us so much money. We don't eat out anymore because we have it committed to the board. We stick with it, which is awesome. I'm also drinking a lot of water. This is 2 liters of water.
Been staying with that.
I put a lemon in here and it makes it taste nice and lemony. And this water bottle is also really good because it keeps it cold for 24 hours. But not only that, I've also been walking. There's a park path that's 2 kilometers long behind our neighborhood. So we've been doing that walk pretty much every day since I've decided to do that. So we're gonna do that in a couple of minutes and come along with us. I can show you the walking path that we love to take. The walk that day was absolutely stunning. Calgary has some of the most beautiful sunsets. But let me know in the comments what you think of that borage cream I made. Have you tried borage oil in your products? What do you think of that smell? If you've learned anything or liked this content, please leave a like and subscribe for more. If you want to make this cream for yourself, the recipe and steps are on my Patreon, which is linked down below. And I wanted to give a huge shout out to my patrons who are the most supportive, generous people. Thank you all so much. You mean the world to me. But that is all for today. Until the next one, keep smiling, keep being awesome, and keep making beautiful things. Bye for now.